increases. So they paid a dividend, and they paid more than they did the year before every year for 25 consecutive years. I think it's made up of pretty stable companies. Okay, it's pretty good, right? 25 years in a row you paid a dividend. Better than Apple. Okay, better than Google. They haven't been around 25 years yet, but in their infancy, they haven't paid dividends sometimes. Okay. It's kind of important because dividends, since 1926, have comprised a third of the total return of the S&P 500. So those companies that pay dividends on a consistent basis, okay, are fueling the S&P. Wow. Makes sense, right? Yeah. To an extent, right? It's the S&P 500, right? 500 companies, pretty stable companies. We picked the best 25 that pay dividend. There might be better companies. I'm not going to say financially if there's not some companies that are worth more, etc. They pay dividends every year. It's transparent. Kind of like our fees. We're going to tell you how they are. We're going to tell you what they are. We're going to tell you how they're calculated. We're going to tell you where it's calculated from, where it's deducted from. Okay? So you can go out, you can go to this, www.us.spindices.com. Okay, we've done an example. Somebody help me with an example. I can't remember who did it. Somebody did. Yeah. He can show you how to do it. It's not too hard. There's a little box. You type in that ticker right there, the SPXD5UN. You can go out and you can look at that index. That index has been on the S&P as an index for 10 years. You can go back and see how it performed for 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year. Okay? Here's how it works. Client puts money in the base index. All right? American Equity looks at that index, looks at April 30th. They write down what that value was of that index. Okay? Then throughout the course of the year, that index manages for 5% volatility. Okay? Now, it's not market volatility. It's called the VIX. It's what analysts, financial analysts, it's what actuaries use when they're pricing. It's the volatility going on inside of the greater marketplace. Okay? And we're managing in this index for 5% volatility. Doesn't mean it's a cap. It means that we're managing for 5% volatility. And we're going to manage that on a daily basis throughout your 12-month period. Okay? So, here's what happens. Right now, the VIX is crazy. Going all over the place. If you're in this index, more of your money, okay, is in the cash component, and less of your premium is in the index component because there's a lot of volatility going on. When it flattens out, it goes the other way, and we have less volatility, more of the money will shift over to the equity component. Okay, so it gets balanced every day by a whole bunch of people that are smarter than me. Praise the Lord. Okay? And at the end of the year, we're going to look at the beginning index. We're going to look at the ending index. Okay? We're going to see what the value is, and then depending on what product you chose, there's an asset fee. Okay? So look at the bonus hold, look at the very bottom crediting strategy, and there's an asset fee of 2.75%. So if you got 5 gross, we took 2.75 away, what did you get?
2.25.
2.25. Right? If you got 8, We took away 2.75. That's what your credit would be to your account. If we got 10, we're going to take away 2.75. What if you get 0?
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Okay. American Equity is not going to assess the fee on 0. Okay? I can't speak for any other company. I will speak for us. If you have a strategy where you're using an asset fee, remember that bond has an asset fee too? If you're using a strategy where we're using an asset fee, if you get a 0, we're not going to subtract a fee.
Or less than 2.75, correct?
Huh?
If you get less than 2.75, you're going to be charged for that.
If you get if you got exactly 2.75, you'd get 0.
If you get 2.5, you get 0.
You got 2.5, you got 0. Okay, you'll never get a 0. I mean, you're never going to get a negative number. Okay.
So look like this one better than the rest of them.
So the fee for every year
Every year.
is as a fee, so it's not a fee to take away the gate. It's kind of merchant or you know, it's like this is a fine like 2%.
It's like with what they call withhold to 2.75.
Okay.
My question is the asset fee kind of change every year or asset fee?
No, well, there's a maximum that can be, I think it's like 5. Okay. Something like that. It's never going to be that high. We'll get rid of the index before we charge 5%. I can do that.
So it's vary every year.
The fee?
Yes, every year.
It's going to be 2 point. It's going to be 2.75 in your contract. If it's 2.75 in your contract, the asset fee is going to remain the same.
So it's based on
Cái này much better.
Thì mới.
the
Cái much
asset
better.
fee is based on
Cái giống như cái withdraw mà 4% của cái kia.
Kia hả?
Không, cái withdraw mà ở bên line mà nó take cái withdraw mà -4 đó. Thì cái này có -2.75 thôi.
Everybody stay with me here, all right? I'm almost done. Okay, you guys about shot? Bet you are.
Mà phải đổi rồi.
Okay. We're using